Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'il mursalin sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain, amma ba'du. First of all, I would like to thank to the committee for permit us to present our paper in a title, An Alternative Path to Prosperity State, Discourse, Critical Discourse in Indonesian Reformation Era. The problem is, we try to present the problem of the paper is the perspective of three Muslim organizations in Reformation era of Indonesia. The first is Majelis Mujahidin, Indonesia. Second is Front Pembela Islam. And the third is Hizbut Tahrir Indonesia. These three organizations, in terms of the political thinking about the relation people and state in Indonesia and the relation between state and religion in Indonesia, they have specific and characteristic concept of the state. One of them is Islamic state. Sometimes we can say Daulah Islamiyah. Second is Khilafah. And the third is Sharia enforcement in Indonesia, informal. Or we can say that it is formalization of the Sharia Islam in Indonesia. But several studies on the movement of three organizations of the Muslim that I have mentioned before only say that it is the category. The study of category, I think we cannot observe comprehensively the background and also the idea of three organizations of Muslim in Indonesia in Reformation era. And this focus we have studied three organization idea of Khilafah Islamiyah and Majelis Mujahidin with the Khilafah of Indonesia and Islamic State of Indonesia proposed by Front Pembela Islam. If we want to study this organization movement, I think it's not so enough only to categorize. The category for some time, the modernist movement, traditionalist movement. But we try to observe, to study this based on complexity problem and complexity approach to understand this phenomena of the movement of Muslim organization in Indonesia. Based on this, we try to understand this based on historical approach and sociological approach, and also the economic political approach to understand this. And we try to understand, we try to show that three organizations, for example, Majelis Mujahidin Indonesia, MMI, and Front Pembela Islam, FPI, and Hizbut Tahrir Indonesia, HTI, they have specific idea to promote, to be implemented in Indonesia. The first is formalization of Sharia in state, in lives of state in Indonesia, in all aspect, in terms of a law, in terms of Islamic state, in terms of the state, and also in terms of society life. Based on this, we can say that we understand the background why three organizations promote the movement based on the Sharia, based on formalization of the Sharia, because they have observed the phenomena of the state life in contemporary era. Based on their observation, based on their observe that Indonesia is the country of the majority of the Muslim, be corrupted state. Why? Because they didn't implement Sharia formally and comprehensively. Based on this, they said that prosperity society not be implemented only based Pancasila, not based on secular system, but they promote that the only one, the way of life, the way out of this problem is Islamic Sharia, formalization of the Sharia. And also about Islamic State, Dawla Islamiyah, Khilafah, it is the way out. How the Muslim can be implemented this in contemporary era in Indonesia. Based on this, we can say that the idea is not simply to understand. If we want to understand this, I think we must understand the complexity around the Islamic Sharia, Islamic State or Khilafah from these three organizations. Based on this, we say that if we want to understand the moment of these three organizations, they know that this era is the era of democratization. So it is opportunity for them to promote the idea of Islamic State, Khilafah, Dawla Islamiyah, and the formalization of the Sharia, it is a kind of the way out, and it is also can be regarded as alternative path to prosperity society. Based on this, we can conclude that this idea is they try to make some alternative concept of the state, alternative concept of society, alternative concept of the system of law in Indonesia. Based on this, we can say that they try to promote that the only way to reach the state of prosperity state or prosperous society based on Islamic Sharia, not other system. The only one is only the system of Islam. Sharia, it is, we can say that Sharia is icon for them. This be an alternative, the only one alternative to implement in our society. So they say that if Muslim implemented Sharia, it is guaranteed that it is a prosperity society or prosperity state or prosperity people for all the people of Indonesia. I think it is the conclusion from our paper. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.